Okay, here we go. So yeah, we're into the second part now of the story. So basically, he worked with Brenner. I get to go a little bit deeper. I told you there's gonna be a lot of parts to this. This is pretty fucking long. The whole story. So he's working with Brenner technically, and basically he works with Brenner and he sees 11, and he's like, 11 seems similar to me, and they kind of are connected. Kind of. Nah, I'm not gonna go too deep on that because this isn't about 11 like it always is for y'all fucking glacier ugly ass. Millie Bobby Brown, I have nothing against you. I literally love Millie Bobby Brown. I just don't think 11 and her acting works with 11, and I think 11 is just a boring character that kind of just has too big of an ego, and I'm not too fond of that. So that's why I don't like her. Plus, she's kind of just annoying. On top of her being annoying, I don't like 11. I'm sorry. I like Millie Bobby Brown. I just don't like 11. I think Millie Bobby Brown is probably arguably some of the best actresses we got for this year. It's been years. I don't fucking know. But she just doesn't do good on 11. That's my opinion. And even she seems to think so. She wants to get out of the 11 row and out of Stranger Things. She doesn't like being 11 either. Fair enough. I'm right then. Okay, so let's get back into it. So yeah, I'm not going to go too deep on her connection, but she has a connection to Vecna. And basically, he needs her. He needs her so then he can start opening the portals and getting into the real world and infecting Hawkins, basically. And Brenner and him do experiments together. So him and Brenner have a deep connection, kind of, but Brenner, honestly, he hates Brenner and he wants to kill Brenner, and we clearly see that millions of times because it's not Vecna, it's not Henry Creel, it's literally the Mind Flare. The Mind Flare basically took over his mind and is now wanting to make a new world and expand his hive mind and expand his dimension to the real world in Hawkins so he could soon take over the entire Earth. So this is a planetary threat. So very dangerous. Very dangerous. Arguably some of the strongest show characters we got were the Mind Flare. That Mind Flare is way too fucking strong. But let's get back into it. The connection. So yeah, him and Brenner. Basically, so when he meets 11, he's basically trying to manipulate 11 into trusting him and not trusting Papa. So then she can help him and he could kill her secretly and silently. But she escapes. And he is stuck where he is. She defeats him, basically sending him to the Upside Down, which then forms him even deeper with the Mind Flare, basically making him a puppet. The Mind Flare and the Mind Storm shock him, mutilating his body, and then he finally meets the Mind Flare. Now, in that scene where you said he shapes them, that's not true. Mind Flare, he was just connecting and finally got to talk to the Mind Flare. That's when the Mind Flare and him had a discussion where they were trying to argue who is in control, because Henry Creel still kind of had his mind left, and we'll get into the next part in the next part. So, yeah, but get ready.